They say children's laughter is the purest sound on earth. But what if that laughter came from a place where no children have played in decades? What if the swing creaked on its own and tiny handprints appeared on the slide with no one around to leave them? I thought it was all just local folklore, that is, until I went there myself. And I heard them. It was just an old story in our town, the abandoned playground on the edge of the forest. Fenced off, rusted, forgotten. They told us not to go there. Something about an accident or a disappearance, and no one really agreed on the details. So naturally, being the skeptic I am, I grabbed my camera, flashlight, and decided to investigate at night. I wanted the truth. But the truth wasn't what I expected. Not even close. As I approached the gates, the first thing I noticed was the silence. Not the peaceful kind, the unnatural kind. Even the wind seemed afraid to blow there. The swing swayed, but the trees were still. I stepped onto the cracked rubber flooring and heard what sounded like a giggle. Just one, just behind me. I turned, no one. But the merry-go-round. It had started to spin. I thought maybe it was an animal, maybe the wind. But I couldn't ignore the footprints. Small, child-sized, fresh in the dirt, leading from the slide to the sandbox. I followed them, heart pounding, and found something buried. A shoe, tiny, red, torn, and inside it, a photograph, a group of kids, smiling. But someone had scratched out all the faces with what looked like fingernails. Should have left. Every instinct told me to run, but curiosity, or maybe something else, kept me there. I heard it again. Laughter. Several voices this time, all around me, like a crowd of invisible children. I spun around with my flashlight, catching a glimpse of something at the top of the slide. Something wrong. It was small, pale, grinning, too wide, and it vanished as soon as my light touched it. I ran to the jungle gym, breathing hard, trying to make sense of what I'd seen. That's when I saw the plaque, hidden beneath the vines, bolted to one of the beams. In memory of the children lost, July 18th, 1987. My blood went cold. That date, it was tomorrow. And it was today, back then. The anniversary. Was I being watched? Or worse, welcomed? As I turned to leave, every swing, every seesaw, every spinning piece of rusted equipment began to move, violently, like invisible children were playing all at once. The laughter turned into screams, but not of joy and of pain, of fear. And from the sandbox, something began to rise. Not a child, not human. It wore a child's skin like a costume, and it looked just like me. I don't remember how I got out. Just flashes. Running, falling, crying. I woke up on my front lawn. The next morning, shoes covered in sand and blood. My camera, gone. But my phone, it had a new photo on it. A group of kids on a playground. One of them was me, but not the me taking the photo. The me in the photo was smiling, and his eyes were hollow. They say the playground is off limits, but the truth is, it never really left me. Sometimes, late at night, I hear the creak of the swing outside my window. I don't live near a park, and sometimes in reflections, I see a child that isn't there. He looks like me, but he's not. And he's smiling, just waiting for me to come play again.